Grr, I'm angry. That means my sex is gonna be amazing. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Alex and today I'm talking about angry sex and why angry sex is so freaking awesome and crazy and everyone loves it. Some people just go out of their way to piss their partners off just so they can have the angry sex right afterwards. So, why is it so good? Why do people like it? Why is everyone angry all the time and banging after they're angry? Why aren't people not banging when they're angry? How come getting angry makes people want to bang? What is this all about? Before we get into this video, I'm going to get angry unless you subscribe and like this video and do all that cool stuff. Because, you know, I'm putting out daily videos, daily content. That's awesome. You should watch all the videos, all my daily videos, come back for more. Otherwise I'm going to get mad and then I'm going to have great sex. So don't make that happen. Alright, so why is angry sex so dang good? It's so good it makes you mad, right? Well, to understand why it's good, we first have to go back a few steps and understand what makes sex good in general. What makes sex good in the first place? Well, what makes sex good is not the physical stimulation, it's not the thrusting, it's not the heavy petting, it's not the deep penetration. Can I say that on YouTube without getting censored? Anyway, it's not all that stuff. Great sex, good sex, is about the mental components, the mental stimulation. It's about if you're turned on, if you're passionate, if you're in the moment, if you feel comfortable, if you can lose yourself, if you're aroused. All these words that I say over and over again. Listen, sex is, yes, it is mainly a physical thing in that there needs to be a physical stimulus for sex to happen. But while all physical stimulation may be equal, all sex isn't equal because it's the mental components that determine the quality. So if you're not into it, if you're not turned on, if you're not mentally stimulated, psychologically stimulated, then you can kiss your good sex goodbye because it's just going to be monotonous thrusting. You're going to feel something, it's not going to be that great, you're not going to be that into it, and that sucks. So it is all about the mental factors, the psychological stimulation. So whether you are turned on, immersed, connected to it, all these things kind of build up the physical stimulation and make the sex feel that much better, and just you lose yourself and it's just awesome and amazing. So what does this have to do with being mad and angry and wanting to destroy your partner with your private parts, or getting your aggression out on their bodies? What does this have to do with that? Well, being angry puts you in a completely different mental state, right? You are probably not thinking about what you have to do tomorrow. You're not thinking about insecurities. You're not thinking about, is my penis too small? That's the only thing I can think of right now. But you're not thinking about insecurities. You're not thinking about all these crazy things that could take you out of the experience, potentially reducing physical stimulation, reducing mental stimulation, and reducing the quality of your sex. You're thinking about how angry you are, and you're passionate, and you're just gonna bang and forget everything else. And what that does is it puts you right into the experience. It keeps you present, it keeps you in the moment. And if you are present and in the moment and you lose yourself to that feeling, that sex, that you're just so aroused and turned on and passionate, then game over. Your sex is amazing and awesome because that's the number one factor in determining sexual quality. The level at which you are engaged or immersed in the experience. So if you're distracted thinking about other stuff, thinking about what you have to do in the day, then your sex is not going to be that great. If you are completely in the moment, nothing's going to take you out of this experience, you're turned on, you're aroused, you're there in the moment, that is going to be great sex. And that is why when you're angry and you're in that mind state, and you're in that mental state, that keeps you into the moment, it puts you right into the action and it makes the sexual experience so much better. Unless you're already having great sex and you're already turning your partner on by dirty talking and communicating and doing all this fun stuff. But most people don't, and that is why angry sex kind of stands out in people's minds as being like awesome, great sex. And that's the reason. You're mentally present, you're engaged, and you're committed to the sexual experience, and you're not thinking about anything else other than banging the hell out of your partner, and they're thinking the same exact thing. So you both are kind of like in this moment, and it's awesome, it's explosive, and it's fun. Another reason why angry sex is often pretty awesome and good and people love it is because usually it represents some sort of variety in your sex life. It doesn't have to be physical variety. It's not like there are different sex positions that correspond with being angry, like the backwards pile driver where if you're angry you can do that move for that sex position. No, it's that mental state that's different. It's the psychological state that's different, and that is variety too. Variety doesn't have to just be a different repertoire of physical actions and movements and positions. Variety can also be the mental state, the kind of psychological mode that you are setting, the mood you're setting. That is variety too, and that's exciting. Variety is perfect and awesome when it comes to sex. You want variety in sex because variety is mentally stimulating in itself. It's exciting. People are kind of programmed to seek variety in sex. New sexual stimuli are way more exciting than the same thing you've seen again and again and again. That's just how it is biologically. So if we can kind of use that to our advantage and create different sexual scenarios, create variety, then you are creating better sexual experiences because it's exciting, it's new, it's fresh, like I said. And the more exciting, the more arousing, the more you're turned on, the more you're psychologically stimulated, the more you're going to be invested in the experience, immersed in the experience, connected to your partner, and the sex is going to be explosive and amazing and awesome. So that is why another reason why angry sex is good. Unless you guys are angry all the time 24/7, just constantly angry, and your sex is always angry, then forget about that variety thing. But for most couples, they're not fighting constantly. They're not angry at each other constantly, and that is why the variety thing comes into play. It makes the sex all better and stuff, you know? So, yeah. Now, before I go any further, I do want to say, don't go out of your way to be angry in order to have better sex. You don't need this. I'm just kind of explaining why, when it happens to happen every now and then, why it's so great and people love it and people are always talking about it and how cool it is. So, I'm not saying get angry at your partner. In fact, I would say don't get angry ever and talk things out. But, you know, I'm just here to talk about this. So, that's all I'm doing. Okay? That's all I'm doing. So, there you have it. That is why angry sex is good and fun. And yeah, and people remember it because you're passionate, you're in the moment, you're not thinking about other stuff. If you could only make every sexual experience like that, then your sex life would be amazing. And luckily you can. All you have to do is focus more on psychological stimulation rather than physical stimulation. Create sexual experiences that are psychologically arousing and keep your partner in the moment, excited, present, where they feel safe, comfortable to express themselves. If you create these types of environments when you have sex, then I don't know what I'm doing, but your sex is going to be amazing and awesome. So do that, okay? Anyway, if you like this video and you've made it this far, then you know you deserve it. You should hit that subscribe button and that like button for you, not for me, just because you made it this far and you deserve that, okay? So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something of value. Don't go out and get angry at your partner just to experience a great sexual experience. That's not recommended. That's not healthy for a relationship. But, you know, now you know the principles behind why it's good. So, maybe you can create different sexual experiences that follow the same logic, right? That's the goal anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.